विपक्ष के नेता राहुल गांधी ने अमेरिका के डलास में टेक्सास यूनिवर्सिटी में छात्रों के साथ बातचीत की। इस दौरान राहुल गांधी ने कहा है कि बीजेपी और हमारे बीच वैचारिक संघर्ष है। बीजेपी और आरएसएस का मानना है कि महिलाओं को पारंपरिक भूमिकाओं तक ही सीमित रखा जाना चाहिए, घर पर रहना, खाना बनाना और कम बोलना। हमारा मानना है कि महिलाओं को वह सब करने की आजादी होनी चाहिए जो वे करना चाहती हैं।
First of all, let's be clear. Not everywhere on the planet has an employment problem. Okay? The West has an employment problem. India has an employment problem. But there are many countries in the world that don't really have an employment problem. China certainly doesn't have an employment problem. Vietnam doesn't have an employment problem. So there are places on the planet that are not struggling with unemployment. There's a reason. If you look at the United States in the 1940s, 50s and 60s, they were the center of global production. Anything that was made, cars, washing machines, TVs, all made in the United States. Production moved from the United States. It went to Korea, it went to Japan, eventually it went to China. And if you look today, China is dominating global production. You go to India, you look at the phones, you look at the furniture, you look at clothes, you'll see on the back, made in China. That's a fact, right? So what has happened? The West, America, Europe, India have given up on the idea of production. And they've handed it to China. The act of production creates jobs. What we do, what the Americans do, what the West does, is we organize consumption. Okay? Uber is organizing consumption. Okay? Foxconn is organizing production. Mahindra organizes production. Bajaj organizes production. These are the guys who create the jobs. And that is the problem. You're never going to employ India using IT, using consumption. It's not going to happen. So India has to think about the act of production and organizing production. And India has to, it's not acceptable that India simply says, okay, manufacturing, what you call manufacturing or production is going to be the preserve of the Chinese, it's going to be the preserve of the Vietnamese, it's going to be the preserve of the Bangladeshis, right? Bangladesh completely outcompetes us in textiles. Regardless of the problems they're facing right now, they wiped us off. They wiped us clean in textiles, right? So we have to reimagine how to produce in a democratic environment. Until we do that, we will face high levels of unemployment. And frankly, it's not sustainable. So you're going to see that if we carry on down this path of forgetting about manufacturing, you're going to see massive social problems coming in India and in the United States and in Europe, right? The polarization of our politics is because of this.